Alright, Max, this is the first one we recorded today. So definitely much better relative to the plane line on the downswing, but still things are lower here and really don't like all that movement with your upper body and lower body through the ball. And so the first thing I wanted you to give some attention to today was, instead of having your feet swiveling around right through the impact area, to keep those feet solid through impact. And that's much better right there. And then the next thing I wanted you to give some attention to, I want you to understand why, even though you kept your feet on the ground very nicely, you could hit so many good shots with that, and at the same time a lot of shots that were snap fades out to the right. And it's because you were still, as you can see there, coming into it with, when you're above the line, you're coming into it with the heel of the club. And if you just missed it a little half inch or an inch here or there, it went great. Or a half inch or an inch the other way, it went horrendous out to the fence, out to the right. So here, see this ball, that's a perfect example. This ball went fine, but that sure didn't look too good relative to coming into it with the heel. There it was better. Yeah, see there, you're coming into it more with a sweet spot, still a little bit toward the heel. But you got better with that, and it quit the balls going out to the right there to the fence as you got better with it. Even though, again, everyone wasn't perfect there. See, I wasn't perfect for sure. That was still back toward the heel. But the less you have those feet swiveling around, the less you have that head going down, and the less, there you go, look at that, the less you have that club head coming from outside, the better your swings are going to be. So here's the one we love the most. All those big blue lines, look at that. Now you're coming into it with the toe of the club in the sweet spot. Huge difference, much improved. Right there, much improved. And you didn't do them all perfectly that way, but they sure all got closer. And your arms look better as a result. Right there. Arms look a ton better than what you did starting out. So again, that one, see, a little bit toward the heel, but not as much as what you started with. Yeah, that one's toward the heel. So again, that looks like it's going to be a horrendous shot, but it goes straight toward the target. Just because you timed it just well enough to get it back somewhere on the face instead of way back toward the shaft of the club, and the ball went good, but that wasn't the swing you want. Okay? So those three things, everybody. Keep that head up better, keep the feet on the ground for impact, and continue to get it on plane better and better.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment, and then we have the face-on camera angle also, and then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment, and we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here, and then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter! Ellie! Good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.